Life Path 8. The Path of Empowerment. If your life path is 8, or if your day of birth is 8, 17, or 26, you are gifted with natural leadership and the capacity to accumulate great wealth. You have great talent for management in all areas of life, especially in business and financial matters. You understand the material world. You intuitively know what makes virtually any enterprise work. You possess the ability to inspire people to join you in your quest, but often they are incapable of seeing what you see. Therefore, those around you need your continual guidance, inspiration, and encouragement. You must prod them into action and direct them along the lines of your vision. You attract financial success more than any other life path, but effort is required. Your challenge in life is to achieve a high degree of detachment, to understand that power and influence must be used for the benefit of mankind. Those born with the number 8 life path who do not understand the real and relative value of money are bound to suffer the consequences of greed. They run the risk of losing it all. You must learn to bounce back from failures and defeats. You have the character and resilience of a true survivor. It is not uncommon for a person with an 8 life path to experience major reverses, including bankruptcies, financial failure, but you also have the talent and the sheer guts to make more than one fortune and build many successful enterprises. More than most people, your failures in marriage can be extremely expensive for you. Despite the difficulties that life presents, you will experience the satisfaction that comes from material wealth and the power that comes with it. Business, finance, real estate, law, science, particularly history, archaeology, and physics, publishing, and the management of large institutions are among the vocational fields that suit you best. You are naturally attracted to positions of influence and leadership. Politics, social work, and teaching are among the many other areas where your abilities can shine. A balance of give and take. You are a good judge of character, which aids you well in attracting the right people to you. Most 8s like large families and sometimes tend to keep others dependent longer than necessary. Although jovial in nature, you are not demonstrative in showing your love and affection. The desire for luxury and comfort is especially strong in you. Status is very important. You must be careful to avoid living above your means. Your 8 life path treads that dangerous ground where power lies and can corrupt. You may become too self-important, arrogant, and domineering, thinking that your way is the only way. This leads inevitably to isolation and conflict. The people you run the risk of hurting most are those you love, your family and friends. Be careful of becoming stubborn, intolerant, overbearing, and impatient. These characteristics may be born early in the life of an 8 life path, who often learn these negative traits after suffering under a tyrannical parent or a family burdened by repressive religious or intellectual dogmas. Those with the 8 life path usually possess a strong physique, which is a symptom of their inherent strength and resiliency. The 8 life path signifies a lifetime of investing in yourself and overcoming judgments that stand between you and your strong ambitions. You will learn that others can only dominate you if you allow them to, and all that circumstances can be changed by taking determined action. You are here to learn about life's material and financial aspects from an intellectual and emotional perspective. True understanding and balance are conspicuously missing in the world, which is why peace is impossible. 8 shows you that power plus love equals peace. The only thing that can stop you from achieving this balance or sharing your understanding with others is greed, or the fear of losing what you have in terms of finance, material assets, and status. There is plenty of information out there, and 8 represents accurate understanding of existing information. Be aware of the tactics of others who seek to manipulate and control through misinformation, outright lies, and fear-mongering. It is your nature to want to appear fearless, and you may deny that your fear exists even when it's obvious. As experience is gained, a certain fearlessness does develop, but first you must learn to be authoritative instead of domineering. Eventually, you will realize that fear is a natural emotion, the effect of something that requires caution on your part. It is impossible to exclude fear completely, as this would deprive you of the information, the true understanding you need in order to keep yourself correctly informed and, above all, safe. Instead of denying fear or dwelling in it, you must learn to welcome fear as the radar device it is supposed to be. Do not be afraid to be afraid. Instead of letting fear control you, let it be the messenger it is meant to be. Of course, matters of the heart can take fear or denial of fear to more difficult levels. Your fear of emotional pain makes you vulnerable inwardly, no matter how much confidence you exude outwardly, until you realize that love can never hurt you. It is loss of love that hurts. Your childhood may have had some oppressive elements such as financial, intellectual, or emotional poverty. Adults may not have appreciated your potential for success. Perhaps your interests did not fit in with their expectations or with the reality of the world as it was then. There was either a strong emphasis on making something of yourself, or it was assumed you would amount to nothing. Your determination to be somebody and your dread of being nobody propels you to seek your own route to personal satisfaction. 8s can experience problems with matters of entitlement. You're entitled to this, you're not entitled to that. In some cases, your very title or name can be a problem. Childhood memories are vivid and motivate all your goals of today. At some point, you will decide that your background can no longer stand in your way. And because you want to succeed, you probably lean toward ideals that exemplify dignity, economy, and efficiency. Your behavior has a direct bearing on whether you will get what you want. You know how to behave. You know where your loyalties lie. And you know how to be discreet. What a diverse collection of friends and acquaintances you have. You cannot adapt to them all, so you must present yourself in a way that does not offend anyone and allows you to be seen as steady and reliable. People enjoy your presence, and you do have a strong and seductive presence. You came into this lifetime to experience personal satisfaction. It is not a matter of forcing yourself to be content with mediocrity or pretending that you're satisfied, keeping up appearances. Satisfaction is the relief that comes from knowing when enough is enough. Satisfaction is the opposite of greed. However, You do desire abundance. You want to make a lot of money. You are ambitious. You are also an excellent organizer, administrator, and persuader, provided it is you who gets to call the shots. You are aware of how others fit with your own plans and ambitions. You have an impressive ability to take control and direct. You want the freedom and the status that comes with money, and it is unfair to deny yourself these natural 8 desires. It is also unfair to deny yourself the education, the learning process, which enables you to fulfill these needs and helps release you from the guilt and anger that followed you through from childhood. Of course, it is not just about the money. Sometimes there is no amount of money that can give you what you want, since love and acceptance are your greatest desires. But money is a tool, and it is important that you learn how it works. Accumulate it, play with it, use it to get what you want without letting guilt tell you that your focus on money is wrong. Take only what you desire from life and no more. 8s who hoard and take everything are operating through greed. This brings no satisfaction whatsoever, even though they will deny their discontent. They will also deny that they feel guilt about their obsession with materiality. When guilt is denied, 8's natural love of life is replaced by manipulation and/or bullying. Under-evolved 8 energy develops a dangerous obsession with power. They reach their goals but exclude the greatest power of all, love, from their accomplishments. The fact that they are despised simply adds fuel to their belief that you have to be ruthless to be successful. Then there are those with 8s who desire achievement and money, but are afraid to take the risks they believe asserting themselves would require. They feel dissatisfied, resentful, and limited, but may deny these feelings completely, while the echoes of childhood tell them they do not have what it takes to succeed. Under-evolved 8 can be avoided by accepting that there is nothing wrong with wanting something better from life. Just remember that too much emphasis on money can lead to limited thinking, stifled creativity, and missed opportunities. Driving yourself and others too hard or trying to go it alone so you don't have to share are also destructive elements. You are a magician at heart. Your power to manifest is instinctive. The Midas touch, a strong magnetism that attracts material reward. But 8 reaches its true potential when its spiritual and emotional aspects are understood. You are here to discover personal satisfaction which cannot be attained without loving intent. It is through the power of intent that you are able to manifest anything at all. Intent is desire. Desire is love. So what is it you desire? What is it you love? Always be aware of what you are trying to manifest and how you are weaving your magic. 8 helps you to network, organize, convince, and connect. It helps bring you to the right place at the right time, introduce you to the right people, and set you up in the right circumstances. Knowing this enables you to live and succeed by intuition, emotional awareness, the way you feel about something. Remember that balance is one of the key ingredients of magic. Another is presence. This means being there, being focused. You learn quickly from those mistakes that you actually admit to. You are instinctively aware of the laws of cause and effect. You learn that if you do something this way, this will result. If you do something that way, that will result. And results are what you constantly seek along the 8th life path. You like to play it safe in most cases, but issues will arise which require leaps of faith into the darkness of uncertainty. Visualize the end result. Plan the steps you will need to take to reach your goal. Treat each step as a goal in itself. Request the cooperation of others to take care of smaller details while you focus on the big picture. Treat others with compassion and respect. Their input and feelings are important. You have the ability to utilize the talents of others to manifest what you or they could not achieve alone. The end result is something which bears the trademark of your creative genius, although others did not contribute to it. Learn to give credit where it is due, or the resentment of others will get in your way. You want the best of everything, and you know you must give your very best. Your pride can be a positive force which prevents you from rushing into situations you are not ready for, or from assuming you are more talented than you are. Your strong desire for status provides dignity, which in turn becomes part of the magnetism that makes you attractive. There may be aspects of you that are wild, but your sense of propriety will always bring you back to a more conservative and down-to-earth approach. Life will connect you to influential people who can open doors for you. You can learn from them and they from you. You may also have friends who focus on humanitarian or artistic pursuits. It is you who can open doors for them. Some people travel the 8th life path taking only its rewards. Others master it by taking its rewards and sharing them. You love success, and you can be as excited about someone else's success as you are about your own. Well, almost. You always want more, you always want to do better, and you always want a return on your time and investment. Or you may deny that you are dissatisfied with your life because you are afraid to feel the guilt that comes from wanting more. Or you may be too proud to admit your discontent even to yourself. Eventually, your need to propel yourself forward will force you to face reality and realize that self-denial is unnecessary. Satisfaction is never permanent. It is an ongoing series of stops in your journey in which to experience sensations of happiness and thankfulness for who you are, the way your life is proceeding, and for those who contribute to it. These are times when you feel compelled to stop what you are doing, realize how far you have traveled, how much love you give and receive, and feel genuine contentment. It is an exciting rush of warm emotion which saturates the mind and body. This is love of life, and you will not want these intensely personal episodes to be interrupted by your business agenda. This feeling is the reason, the main reward for everything else you do. You can be an excellent entrepreneur, but you prefer a stable environment. Once established, you don't want to take chances or make too many changes. You like to stick to what you know. You cleverly disguise your traditional approach by adding just enough pizzas to keep things looking interesting so that others keep coming back to something which is actually a routine for you. 8 takes the ordinary and makes it extraordinary. 8 takes what it already has and builds upon it. There is nothing ordinary about the 8 ego. It pendulates from massive overinflation to the depths of self-sabotage. These extremes occur when you forget that you are walking a path on which that thing called guilt often jumps out and attacks you. And because guilt disguises itself in many different forms, it can catch you off guard and leave you either insecure and overly humble or insecure and overly arrogant. But these feelings pass quickly as your sense of dignity provides the balance your ego needs. Your need for dignity also has its negative side, which produces feelings of superiority, a loathing for the mundane, a disgust for bad taste, a fear of scandal, and a terror of displaying emotional weakness. When eights admit to these fears, a certain calmness takes over as they discover their true strength, the power to feel. When fear is accepted as a natural part of life, satisfaction is experienced, followed by new and higher goals. You do not want to be told what to do, but others become irritated when you ignore their advice only to somehow figure it out by yourself. But it is when you incorporate love into your magic melting pot that you are able to manifest something which is loved by others. This is your key to success. Give people what they love. Yes, love is a difficult issue. You may believe you are the most loving person in the world, but not everyone can relate to your detached and businesslike manner. You want the best of everything, including intimate relationships, but your actions can prove painful for others when business, reputation, or money come between you. Your own feelings can be hurt if a friend or family member oversteps your clearly defined social mark and does something to embarrass you. You may have already distanced yourself from family and friends who don't fit in with your image. This is normal behavior for an 8 until a level of confidence is reached where you can accept the reality of your background without fear of being judged for it. Your reputation is important to you. Any form of rejection can leave you unable to function. You can go to extraordinary lengths to prove just how likable you are. This too is normal for 8s who are uncertain of their higher purpose. Only you can determine your higher purpose by the way you feel. And it is only on the 8 path of manifestation, money, power, and satisfaction that you will ever discover what it is. You will know what it is when your activities create passion, love, and enthusiasm in you. And still, the only way you will be able to fulfill your higher purpose is from a position of true understanding and balance. How you reach this is entirely your own business, your own passion, your own calling. One thing is certain, you have the power. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, sharing, liking, and subscribing. It helps our channel grow. I'll see you again. Good luck to you. Bye.